Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our December board meeting, Public Schools of Robeson County. Those one that's here and those that are online, YouTube, Facebook. It's just good to be in the presence of the Lord. We're gonna call this meeting to order. Our invocation, Mr. Trey Britt.
At this time, I'd like to ask a good friend and mentor of mine, Pastor Herb Johnson, to come up and lead us in our invocation. He's a pastor at the House of Refuge for All here in Lumberton.
Good afternoon. I'm a little slow. I need 2 hip replacements, so forgive me. But I thank God for being here. My young brother told me that this is not a spiritual meeting. But being that I am a pastor and a preacher of the gospel, you know I have to say something spiritual. Jesus told us in John 12:48, I'm putting it in my own words, the word of God that we reject is the very word that will judge us when we stand before God on Judgment Day. I'm putting that in my own words, but that's what the verse means. So I'm letting all of us know, believer and unbeliever, there is no escape from the word of God. You're either going to live by it and obey it now, or you will be judged by it later and condemned. That being said, it is my job to stir the minds of the people, to get you thinking about something that maybe you hadn't thought about before. I don't know what your agenda is tonight. I don't know what you're here to discuss. I don't know if you're voting, people in or out. I don't know. Trey didn't tell me, but I will say this. I challenge you to search your own heart, because when I get the opportunity, I tell people what we do is nowhere near as important as why we do what we do. God is more concerned about our motives than what we actually do. Why are we doing it? And I'm asking you tonight, why are you here? What agenda are you here to promote? What person or group of people are you here to promote? Do you have a hidden agenda that nobody but God can see? I ask you that because a lot of people go through their day-to-day lives without thinking things like that. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Amen. So that being said, I'm going to ask us to bow our heads in prayer. Father, in the name of Jesus, we come to you saying, first of all, thank you, God. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being how you are. Forgive me, Lord, for anything that would hinder my prayer going forth to you tonight. I ask you to grant wisdom to these people, God. I ask you to grant them protection, because we as human beings are prideful and we think that we can protect ourselves, but I know that's not the case. It is up to you to protect us. And I ask that you would have your way in this place, that whatever needs to happen, God, I would pray that you would influence it in such a way that what needs to be would come to pass, all for your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you for that, Pastor Johnson. Next, we have the adoption of the agenda.
A motion to adopt the agenda, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we have a motion made by Mr. Randy Lawson, second by Mr. Henry Brewer. All in favor by saying aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. The agenda's been approved. Now we have approval of the minutes of open session.
Motion to approve the open minute sessions, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion by Mr. Lawson, a second by Mr. Gentry. All in favor, by saying aye. All opposed? Motion approved. Information items, whole board. If you would, we all come to the podium.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we would like to take a few minutes to recognize our school board. The North Carolina State Board Association promotes a school board governance point of view. Programs provided through the North Carolina State Board Association Academy for school boardsmanship assist members with broadening their base of knowledge regarding efficient and effective governance of public elementary and secondary education in the state. Through the association's recognition program, the Silver Bell is awarded to local boards from the North Carolina State Board Association when every member has actively worked towards meeting their 12 hours of training during the July 1 through June 30th timeframe. We are proud to recognize the Public Schools of Robeson County's Board of Education today. I would like to say congratulations to our school board on receiving the Silver Bell Award. Your commitment to training as a whole board is successful steps ensuring a healthy school district. You are setting the example for other districts around the state by valuing continued learning. On behalf of the North Carolina School Board Association and our Robeson County school system, thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your support. I'm in year 2 of my service here in the public schools of Robeson County, and you have really been supportive of the work, challenging work, as we try to provide the highest education possible for our students. And we cannot do that work without the support of board members. So thank you so much. I do call Mike Smith's name. I understand he is maybe home as part of this board. But again, thank you so much for all that you do. And I have a certificate. And let me ask Kevin, if you'll follow me and shake it.
Chairman John Simmons, Miss Melissa Ocean, Mr. Terry Locklear, Mr. Trey Britt, Vice Chair, Mr. Randy Lawson, Mr. William Gentry, Mr. Craig Lowry, Mr. Henry Brewer, Dr. Linda Emanuel, and Mr. Vontae Leach.
Join me again, everyone, in saying thank you to this great board for their leadership and their work and the support of our students. Join me again. Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is going to be the 2022 Holiday Chord Series by Mr. Steve Taylor.
Thank you. Good evening, Chairman Simmons, Superintendent Dr. Williamson, and board members. Each year, PSRC hosts a holiday card contest throughout our school system. Each art teacher is tasked with creating holiday cards with all of their students. From those cards, we pick the very best ones to represent our schools during the holiday season. Our teachers take great pride in completing this project, and their efforts bear the great work that I'd like to share with you today. The winners of our contest are the following. Lily Blackburn, Long Branch Elementary School, teacher Allison Watts. Reese Baffaro, East Robeson Primary, teacher Iris Adams. Rosemary Orozco, East Robeson Primary, teacher Iris Adams. Clark Roberts, Prospect, teacher Leslie Woods Jacobs. Lennox Hunt, Prospect, teacher Leslie Wood Jacobs. Genesis Velasquez, St. Paul's Elementary School, teacher Melinda Loughran. And then next we'll do our 3 through 5 winners. As Asima Mahdi, Parkton Elementary School, teacher Chad Locklear. Elena Hunt, Carroll Middle School, teacher Christopher Taylor. Amelia Ross, East Robinson Primary, teacher Iris Adams. Cora Bogenwright, Orem, teacher Crystal Bogenwright. Alejandra Rojas, St. Paul's Elementary School, teacher Melinda Loughran. Nasir Whittington, St. Paul's Middle School, teacher Candace Lambert. Then our 6 through 8 category winners. America Oliveras, Parkton, teacher Chad Locklear. Leah Jackson, Parkton, teacher Chad Locklear. Asela Albarati, Orem, teacher Crystal Bogenwright. Natalie Peterson, Orem, teacher Crystal Bogenwright. Dizan Mawi-So, Prospect, teacher Alicia Haggins. Trayson Lowry, St. Paul's Middle School, teacher Candace Lambert. And then our final category is our 9 through 12 high school winners. Genesis Gonzalez, St. Paul's High School, teacher Karina Kimball. Tori Oxendine, Purnell Sweat High School, teacher Shantonia Bullard. Maria Flores, Purnell Sweat High School, teacher Shantonia Bullard. Colton Ivy, Lumberton Senior High School, teacher Hope Locklear. Swan Frank, Fairmont High School, teacher Krista Rachels. And Emma Noe, Fairmont High School, teacher Krista Rachels. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Next item is going to be the St. Paul's High School cheerleaders recognition by Mr. Jerome Hunt.
Good evening, Chairman Simmons, Superintendent Dr. Williamson, board members. We have a very special group of young ladies with us tonight, the St. Paul's High School varsity cheerleaders. On Saturday, December 3rd, this group of young ladies competed in Raleigh at the North Carolina High School Athletic Association State Cheerleading Championships. And as most of you know, they came back as state champions. Tonight, I would like to introduce you to NCHSAA Division II Game Day Non-Tumble State Champions. And these young ladies are coached by Miss Tashira Patterson, Principal Mr. Jason Suggs. And some of these young ladies were Dr. Locklear's former students at St. Paul's Elementary. Congratulations, young ladies, if you would come up at this time.
Hi, everybody. I am Tashira Patterson. I'm a native of Red Springs, North Carolina. This is my 7th year coaching at St. Paul's High. And last year, we fell a little short. We lost by 0.1. I think it was 88.9 to 88.8 or something like that. So a lot of these were returners, and they were like, Coach Titi, we're ready. This is ours. It's our time. We trust you. Let's go. And then we had some new people come in this year, their first year, and they believed in the vision. So we went. We were very comfortable. We even had one young lady to get hurt Thursday night. And I think everybody was kind of like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And they were panicking. I said, guys, we got it. It's okay. So Jocelyn, where's your hand? She said, Coach TT, I can do it. I can do it. And our trainer, we want to thank Carlos, our trainer, our athletic trainer. He came 6:30 that morning before we left. He wrapped her ankle. He said, Coach, she's good. Just make sure she ices her ankle right after. I said, okay. I said, Jocelyn, you got it? She said, yes, ma'am, I got it. And everything just went great. Nothing went wrong, no deductions, perfect. We call it 0 deductions. That's really hard to do. So we set that goal as well, and we accomplished that. And we came back state champions. So we brought it back to Robeson County. And I want to say Mr. Suggs was the last state championship at St. Paul's High in 1991.
I ain't that old.
And I wasn't born yet, so yeah.
I just want to say no team at St. Paul's High School works harder than these young ladies. I mean, they run, they do everything. They're either weight training or doing something all year round, and they definitely deserve what they want. Great group.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Mia. I'm one of the captains on the team, and I'm a senior this year, so. Hey. My name's Jocelyn. My name is Chrislyn. I'm a captain and a senior as well. My name's Janaya, and I'm a captain, and I'm a senior as well.
My name Hope, and I'm a junior.
My name is Gabby, and I'm a senior.
My name is Treasure. I'm a senior, and I'm a captain.
My name is Micah, and I'm a senior.
My name is Jayla, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Naisha, and I'm a junior. My name is Jemiah, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Keshonda, and I'm a junior.
My name is Shania, and I'm a junior.
My name is Jalissa, and I'm a junior.
My name is Addison, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Tamaya, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Garden, and I'm a sophomore.
You know, I can't say it enough. I'll argue with any board member from any county in this state. We have the best students in the state of North Carolina. We can go anywhere and compete with anybody. Coach T, I've been knowing her for a long time. My daughter's there, and I see some of the other ones when I go out to the school. Thank y'all for what y'all do. Y'all have put Robeson County on the map. Congratulations to each and every one of y'all.
Thank you.
All right, okay.
Next on our agenda is the presentation by Dr. Williams. Board members, if you would, y'all stand back up there for just a minute.
Dr. Locklear, if you'll come up, please, and again, all the board members and cabinet. That's right. Dr. Locklear, I'm going to start by saying, first of all, thank you for who you are, an outstanding human being. Thank you for your leadership, because the leadership matters. It makes a difference. A leader has a vision, and you certainly have that. Then thank you for your military service, 10 years, I think, in the Navy. Active duty. So I want to read this, presented to Dr. Robert Locklear for your dedicated years of service to the public schools of Robeson County, 1997 to 2022, December the 18th. At this time, for present, anyone that wants to make a comment, please do. Then we'll present this plaque.
I met Dr. Locklear some years at Fairgrove when he came and did the Beta Club presentation. He stood in for Ms. Awana. He probably don't even remember it. Okay. We shook hands, and ever since then, every time I see him, he would speak to me. I call him now. He doesn't hesitate one bit to go out his way to make sure whatever I ask him to do or suggest, he does it. Dr. Locklear, you know, when I retired, my wife had a list, but I ain't never finished it. Probably won't ever finish it. You're gonna enjoy your retirement. Public Schools Robeson County is really gonna miss you. You've done a lot for us. And I want to say congratulations. How you doing,
I've known Robert a long, long time, and I can tell you, I reacquainted with Robert. I didn't know he was teaching. I thought it was in service. I was supervising in Title I, and I went out, and there was this young man dressed in a suit teaching, and you hardly ever see men dressed in a suit teaching. And I went in a little building at Green Grove School. It was a little white building. It's since burned. And this man was in a corner. Those children were getting on. And I walked in, and he was teaching reading, but it was through music. And I was so impressed with his teaching. And we reacquainted again. And I have the honorary title of his grandma, and of course, a couple more. But I do want to say I've always been impressed with his presence, his dignity, and the way he carries himself as a leader. And I do not see it as retirement. I see him going into a life of redirection, and I want to wish him the best. I hope that in all this leisure now that he'll be able to find a wife.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'd like to say, Dr. Robert, I've enjoyed working with you. I can echo what Dr. Emmanuel said. Call you at different times, even on weekends. And got questions, he always gets an answer, or he finds an answer to the solution, what we need. And again, I want to thank you for your service to Robeson County Schools. You'll be greatly missed, and we appreciate you.
I first met Dr. Robert when he was principal at Green Grove, and I was assistant principal at Fairgrove. And he never lost track of his students when they came from Green Grove to Fairgrove. And we had numerous conversations. He would call and ask me about specific students, how they were doing, and what he could do to help us at Fairgrove benefit the students from Green Grove. And I admired that in him. I think we had a lot of phone conversations before we actually met in person, but then I've had the privilege of meeting him in person, and now I've had the privilege of serving on the board with him as assistant superintendent. And I'll echo what Henry said. If I ever have a question, he's very quick to respond, and I think all of us would validate that and appreciate all that you've done. And I know you're going to be in another arena, but you're going to be very close to education, and we're glad of that. So, thank you.
Let me just say, as 10 years ago, as an at-large board member, I said, I've got to go to the largest school, elementary school in Robeson County. Well, Dr. Robert was there. He encouraged me. I will say this, he was for his teachers, his assistants, his cafeteria workers, his custodians. Me and him had many conversations over the years, and as he became an assistant superintendent, we had many more. But anytime that I called him, like Mr. Henry said, on the weekends or whatever, and asked what's going on with this, he always replied. He's walked out of meetings and called me, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate the service that he did for our country and also for the public schools of Robeson County.
I met Dr. Robert when he worked at the great state of Green Grove, and I was at the great state of Fir Grove. That's been a few years ago. We had a lot of conversations back and forth. You know, he was a teacher at the time, and I was a principal. And back then, he was Robert Locklear, and then it was Mr. Robert, and then it was Dr. Robert. So we always had a good relationship. We could talk about anything. Sometimes it was school related, sometimes it wasn't. And what the other folks have said, when you called him down here, if he didn't respond then, he got back quickly. And you might didn't get an answer you wanted, but you got an answer. And that's important, that feedback. And Dr. Robert, what you're going forward and doing, I congratulate you on that. And I thank you for what you've done for the public schools of Robeson County. And it's good to have you as a friend.
Let me ask Dr. Herndon if she would come. She is president of the Principals Assistant Principals Association to represent the principals.
Good evening, and thank you, Dr. Williamson, for giving me this opportunity to speak. Dr. Locklear, on behalf of the Principal and Assistant Principals Association, we would like to say congratulations on your next journey. I remember back as an assistant principal, I looked up to Dr. Robert. He was a mentor for me as a beginning principal, and also with his participation in the Principal and Assistant Principals Association, he has done an excellent job in the past leading this organization and being a voice for the principals. So again, on behalf of the association, we want to say thank you for your service in the public schools of Robeson County and the difference you have made in supporting the Principal and Assistant Principals Association. Thank you.
I appreciate that breakfast this morning.
Please.
Dr. Robert, would you come up, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is nice.
Did you design that?
I didn't design it, but somebody did a great job. Okay, it says Public Schools of Robeson County, presented to alias Dr. Robert Locklear for your dedicated years of service to the public schools of Robeson County, 1997 through 2022, December 13th, 2022. Congratulations, Dr. Robert Locklear.
Thank you, Dr. Appreciate it. You know that.
Everybody, I want you to look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful, isn't it? One day you'll get one of these.
Can we get a group picture?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Do you want to say 5 words?
Yeah, 5 words. Oh, God.
Cut you down to 5, Dr. Robert.
I only have 5 words, so thank you, Public Schools of Robeson County.
you. Appreciate it. Oh, appreciate it. Congratulations today.
I don't know who's gonna get the biscuits.
That's right, who's gonna get the business? Chairman Simmons, if you come on. Okay. So tonight we want to recognize some. Excuse me.
Superintendent Williamson, board members, thank you so much for allowing me to join you all today as we celebrate Dr. Etta Baldwin's service to the students and educators of Robeson County and the state of North Carolina. I am Kathy Parker. I am the digital teaching and learning consultant for the division, for the Department of Public Instruction. And I have had the great pleasure and honor of working with Dr. Baldwin in the last few years in her capacity as the library media leader for your school system. And I'm so honored to be able to be here to celebrate her service with you. Dr. Baldwin, as you look forward to your next adventures, I just want to take a moment and just reflect back on your last 40 years and the time that you have invested in public education, and just express appreciation, because what a worthy endeavor, and we are all better for your service. So thank you so much, Dr. Baldwin, for your service to the students and the educators of Robeson County and also of the state. Thank you. Is it okay if I take my mask off? Thank you so much. Okay, 2 minutes, right? Okay. I got my little speech, all right. To Chairman Simmons, our Superintendent, Dr. Williamson, and school board members, and also recognizing Mr. Mike Smith in his absence. You know, I've been close, we've been knowing each other for years. First of all, congratulations to St. Paul High Bulldogs. Congratulations, cheerleaders, and also congratulations to Dr. Locklear. So I didn't retire alone, okay? So thank you, congratulations. And Mommy says she loves you. I feel blessed and thankful that the Lord had, through his mercy and grace, has allowed me to work in the area of school media for 40 plus years. To Ms. Parker, thank you so much for your outstanding collaboration and support in the area of school media. To our school board members, quickly, thank you so much for your outstanding support in the area, in the School Media Center during my tenure as media supervisor since 1989 for the public schools of Robeson County, the first.
And also thank you for supporting our Battle of the Books program since 1990. And we're proud to say that we're the only school district with the second and third grade Battle of Books program in the state. And I got this quick little email. It's only like 3 sentences from Dr. Olivia Holmes Oxnard, North Carolina State Board of Education. Dear Dr. Baldwin, although we've had a little time to chat over the years, I've always admired your unmatched professionalism, bright smile, and zeal for books and reading. Without question, Robeson County can toot having the best Battle of the Book initiatives in the state. I've heard many of my friends' grandchildren also do very well in the competition. I've heard the remark many times about the success of this county-wide competition. Your thumbprint will always be distinguishable. Yes, 40 years to our public school system is dedication at its finest. On behalf of the State Board of Education, please accept my best wishes for a beautiful life as a new chapter begins. Dr. Olivia Holmes Oxnard, State Board of Education. And with that note, I would like to share that I have established a Battle of the Books scholarship, a personal Battle of the Books scholarship for the amount of $500 to any senior who participates in Battle of the Books, and then go to 4 years to 2. I've established that for them. I'm really excited, and thank you for such a honor and successful career. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank y'all. Thank you.
I didn't mean to hug, I just had to hook in.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
Why am I standing here?
Next on our agenda is the, is this here? Okay, next is Graduation Growth Awards, PSRC, Dr. Locklear.
Okay, Dr. Mannion, if you would stay, please. Yes, So tonight we would like to recognize the public schools of Robeson County Early College at Robeson Community College for its high participation graduation rate. And at this time, we'll have the award presented by the school board member, Dr. Linda Manuel. And we call your name if the principal or designee would just come forward. Fairgrove Elementary met academic growth. Piney Grove Elementary met academic growth. Rex graduation rate award. Piney Grove Elementary met academic growth. Rex Rendered Elementary met academic growth. Magnolia Elementary exceeded academic growth, and Public Schools of Robeson County Early College at RCC exceeded academic growth. So Dr. Emanuel, congratulations to all the schools in your school district. And Cole, if we could go back to the slide while we're getting our picture, we'll just share it with the public and with those in the audience. We shared with this slide with you back in October, where the state percentage of schools that met or exceeded growth was 70%. But ladies and gentlemen, the public schools of Robeson County percentage that met or exceeded was 80.5. So we are 10.5 percentage points higher than the state of North Carolina. So a lot to be thankful for. And these principals behind me, just thank you for all you've done.
I would like to present to Mr. Anthony Barton, Public Schools, Robeson County Early College, Certificate of Achievement 2021 through 2022, presented to Mr. Anthony Barton at his school for achieving an outstanding graduation rate of 97.8. Folks, that's hard. In high school, it's really, really hard. What is it now recorded? Is it 95% you're looking for? But he got a 97.8, and that's difficult. So let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations, Mr. Barton. And also, he has another one. That's just smart. Okay, the Early College, North Carolina Exceeded Academic Growth Award is proudly presented to PSRC Early College at RCC Public Schools of Robeson County for exceeding the goal of expected academic progress for students during the 21-22 school year. Congratulations, Mr. Anthony Barton, principal again. Congratulations. Oh, his real name is Andrew. I didn't know it.
Thank you, Dr. Mann. And at this time, we'll have Chairman Simmons, if you would come forward and recognize the schools in your district. Lumberton Junior High School met academic growth. W.H. Knuckles Elementary met academic growth as well. And Roland Norman Elementary exceeded academic growth. Congratulations to those three schools. Okay, next is Mr. Randy Lawson. If you would come forward. I'd like to recognize Long Branch Elementary met academic growth. Orem Middle School met academic growth. And East Robeson Elementary exceeded academic growth. And congratulations to those schools as well.
This is not the top school right here, please, Rob.
Okay, Mr. Craig Lowry. We'll begin with Pembroke Elementary, met academic growth. Pembroke Middle exceeded academic growth, and Union Elementary exceeded academic growth. Congratulations to those recipients. Okay, Mr. Trey Britt. L. Gilbert Carroll Middle School met academic growth. Lumberton Senior High School met academic growth. Littlefield Middle exceeded academic growth, and Tanglewood Elementary exceeded academic growth. And congratulations to those recipients. Okay, Miss Melissa Ocean, if you would come forward, and we'll begin with Fairmont Middle, met academic growth. South Robeson Middle, met academic growth. And Southside Ashpole Elementary, met academic growth. And congratulations to those recipients.
Y'all look great. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Terry Locklear, if you would come forward. We'll begin with Peterson Elementary, met academic growth. Oxendine Elementary exceeded academic growth. Prospect Elementary exceeded academic growth. And Union Chapel Elementary exceeded academic growth. And congratulations to those recipients. And at this time, if we would have Mr. Vontae Leach, Mr. Henry Brewer, and Mr. William Gentry and we'll present the awards on behalf of Mr. Mike Smith's district. And we'll begin with Parkton Elementary, met academic growth. St. Paul's Elementary exceeded academic growth. St. Paul's High School exceeded academic growth. And St. Paul's Middle School exceeded academic growth. And congratulations to all those recipients.
Mr. Grady, come up for a minute. You know, on your last day, you're either gonna show up, you may come in late, whatever. You don't care because it's your last day. That's the way it is when you get ready to retire. Mr. Grady Hunt, he's been a dedicated attorney to the public schools of Robeson County for a long time. It's kind of bittersweet because we're losing a lot of people, good people from our district to retirement. We had 2 of them already tonight. Now we got a 3rd one up here that's going into retirement. Mr. Grady, for your dedication and years of service to the public schools of Robeson County, 1994 to 2002, December 13th, we congratulate congratulations to you and thank you for your dedication to the public schools of Robeson County.
Well, I'm a creature of habit. And 6 o'clock caught me. I'm ingrained in my mind that I'm a 6 o'clock bird at this location. So I didn't intentionally, John, show up late. But if you know Grady, I've never been one for fanfare and try to avoid it at all costs. That's just been who I am for a long time. But I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you. And, you know, I look around and there's faces that I'll miss, you know. I mean, we've grown with each other. We know each other. And I'll miss that. But continue to do what you do because I'm a proud product of the public schools. I have always flown my diploma from Prospect High School just as proudly in my office as I have that one from Chapel Hill. And that's just, again, who I am. I again, you know, you know, there's another little Grady out there somewhere that's starry-eyed, and there's even more opportunities now than when I was coming up. So I hope you guys continue to do what you do because you just don't realize the impact and effect you have on so many kids, 24,000 thereabout. It's a lot of kids that you're giving tremendous opportunity. So it's about you guys, it's about the kids, and it's about public schools. I've always tried not to make it about me. Every once in a while, that comes with the territory. And I tell folks, it's a lonely job every once in a while. But again, I signed up for it. That comes with the territory. But I appreciate all of you. I wish all of you the best going forward. You're going to be in very capable hands with Richard Schwartz going forward. I got all the confidence in the world in Richard, and you'll be fine. And good luck and Godspeed to all of you. Thank you.
Not a soul's told me to speak, but I just have to speak. Mr. Grady Hunt, I want him to hear this. Mr. Grady Hunt, when he gets through hugging the women, is the only man can tell me, and I will do it, to shut my mouth. The only man. And one statement I want to say about Mr. Grady, he's a man of his word, and his word is that of a true man. And I can't say that about many men in this world. Thank you, Mr. Grady. It's been a pleasure, a total pleasure working with you. Thank you.
I'd like to say that it's a pleasure to have worked with Mr. Grady, and if you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask Mr. Grady, because he's going to be blunt and he's going to tell you exactly what the law says. But saying that, he's kept us out of trouble, and we appreciate him for that. Maybe the next time we meet Mr. Grady, you'll have us one of those ribeyes that you're producing over there in that pasture. Thank you.
Mr. Grady Hunt. I met this young man 1976 or 7 when he was a senior in high school and I was doing student teaching. It's been a long time ago. And I won't talk about the stories back then, Mr. Grady. But we know his career, we followed that, and his work on the board, as I'm sure any board member can tell you, if you picked up the phone and called Mr. Grady, he's going to give you an answer. He'll get back with you, and he's going to give you the information you know. And Mr. Grady, I still thank you. When I was a young principal, and they told us, don't call Mr. Grady Hunt. Some of you principals in here might be heard that. Don't call the lawyer. And I would call him. And I say, Mr. Grady, don't put me on the clock. Just answer this and I'll get out of here. Now, I have never went back and checked to see if he put me any bills on the clock for the county. And if he did, I hope Miss Erica took care of them. But Mr. Grady, I thank you for your friendship. And I thank you for the work you've done for the school system. 28 years, folks, to be a lawyer for a school system, that's remarkable. And that's to be commended. And we thank you.
Mr. Grady, we've known each other for a number of years. I watched you work and the quality of your work. It's been a highlight for my career to actually get to work with you. We've had a lot of conversations about that. I want to speak about your heart, though, because we've had conversation before I came on board and after about the heart in you, which is like the heart of God. You are servant, you love people, and you're about truth. So thank you for all your service and all your work. Thank you.
Take pictures.
I thought you want to get close to Grady. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, baby, you go. I got my own day this time. Butterbeans.
I guess it's gonna be last time.
Okay, there's no public comment, so the next is the, action items. Portland Elementary School improvement, Mr. Bobby Locklear.
Chairman Simmons, Dr. Williamson, board members, at our last finance and construction meeting, we presented some improvements that we were going to make at Parkton Elementary. Those improvements included the creation of a vestibule, removal of lockers, installation of a classroom divider, painting throughout the school, and to install flooring in our 8th grade building. That cost is going to come to approximately $360,000, with the majority of that funding coming out of repair and restoration, which are dollars that were allocated by the General Assembly, and we're asking for full approval.
Lawson.
You ready? I make a motion to approve the school improvements at Parkland Elementary as Mr. Bobby Locklear has presented.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Lawson to approve the improvements at Portland Elementary, second by Mr. Vontae Leach. All in favor, saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Mr. Bobby. The 22-23 operation budget, Ms. Erica Sesser.
Good evening, Chairman Simmons, Superintendent Dr. Williamson, and board members. We discussed the 22-23 operating budget at our Finance Committee meeting, and I'll reiterate some of the points we made there. This total budget represents $395 million, $395,520,635 is the total budget. We discussed a change in ADM over the last 20 years, is a little over 3,000 students. Specifically from last year to this year, 190 students. And we sent this out as part of the packet, and I can answer any questions anyone has at this time.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion by Mr. Lawson and second by Mr. Craig Lowry. All in favor, saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you, Ms. Erica.
Thank you.
Monthly finance report, Ms. Erica Sesser.
And I can answer any questions anyone
Make
has.
a motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Got a motion by Mr. Lawson, second by Mr. Craig. All in favor, saying aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Erica.
you.
All right, Mr. Lawson, do your thing.
Is that on? Mr. Grady, and I kept looking at the back door, and I finally looked in this blue folder up here, and it had the closing minutes for the general statutes. I said, well, I'm glad Mr. Grady got here, but I looked in there, and Miss Patty had put them in there for me. So thank you for what you've done, Mr. Grady. Go ahead.
Real quick, I'd just like to make a comment. The cheerleaders are gone, so that's fine. But cheerleading is a sport. And I think many times we don't recognize it as being a sport. But that's outstanding what those young ladies did. And we just need to always keep in mind that it is a sport and we need to be, mindful of that and support it, in my opinion, as we do other sports. That's all. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I move that the Board of Education for the Public Schools of Robeson County go into closed session for the purpose of discussing certified and classified personnel, North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A1 and 6, and to consult with the attorney retained by the board in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the Board of Education for the Public Schools of Robeson County. North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A1 and 3. I need a second.
You was second? Okay. Got a, second by Mr. Britt. All in favor of going in closed sessions? All opposed or in closed session? Oh. Got a motion by Mr. Lawson to come out of closed session, second by Mr. Craig. All in favor, saying aye. All opposed? We are out of closed session. Hey.
Just approve the closed session.
Got a motion by Mr. Lawson to approve closed session minute, second by Mr. Henry. All in favor, saying aye. The legal approval of legal issues. I'm gonna certify personnel. Beside, I'm a, yeah. As got a motion made by Mr. Lawson, second by Mr. Leach. All in favor, by saying aye. All opposed? Okay. Dr. Williamson.
Yes. Mr. Chairman and members, I'd like to recommend Dr. Wendy Carr, as was recommended by the interview team, unanimous vote for that, to fill the position of Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction following Dr. Locklear. And again, thank you for a job well done, sir.
Make a motion.
Over instruction, curriculum and instruction.
Okay, got a motion to approve it by Mr. Lawson and Mr. Henry. All in favor? Saying aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Anything before we close and go into the holiday sessions? Mr. Gentry.
It has come to my attention, let me preface this by saying that we're all aware that our system participates in the teacher exchange program, which teachers come from other countries and teach here for a period of time, and vice versa. And I have become acquainted with a young couple from the Philippines who are teaching at St. Paul's Middle School. And they are renting a residence in Lumberton, but they have hardly any furniture. And they have a kitchen table with 4 chairs and a bed. That's it. So I'm just requesting that if any of us has any furniture that we're not currently using and we would be agreeable to allow these folks to use this furniture for the time that they are here in our system. We'd be willing to do that or know somebody that will and does have furniture to spare. Let me know and I would be glad to coordinate this effort.
Anyone else?
Make a motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Got a motion made by Mr. Lawson to
With a
adjourn.
Merry Christmas on it, Mr. Chairman.
Got a excuse me, I'm sorry. Got a motion by Mr. Lawson to adjourn and wishing everyone that's listening and here a Merry Christmas. A second by Mr. Leach, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas here and the ones that's listening. All in favor? Got all opposed? We are going into closed session. I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. To the ones that's here and then to the ones that's listening, thank y'all. We are officially closed.